Hey, good evening, everybody. So I wanted to show you a couple of things. Number one is the files that I added to the GitHub account. I included all the files that I've got in this particular directory, which are actually files from learnopengl.com that I actually went ahead and, um, well, what I did was I just extracted them all. And then I copied all of the fragment and vertex shaders and all of the code into this particular directory, and also some of the other stuff that I've been playing around with that you've seen on the channel, like the starfish and the lavender and stuff. Um, and anyways, so I went ahead and uploaded that, and all you have to do is select on something to get it to work in the in the project. So once you set up the main project and get everything working, you don't have to jump around and start a new project all the time and blah blah blah. I just open a new main, or I save a different main. That's why I do how I do all my backups and everything. Like in this particular one, I've got main 2D engine amazing 3 is paired with basic classes amazing 3. So I know that those two work together. Anyway, so I just kind of keep track of it like that, and I might clean it up a little bit more as time goes on, but we'll see. Anyways, the main thing I wanted to show you was I added a new function into the main. It is called the key callback. Basically, it replaces kind of, or it augments the process input function. So the key callback just basically takes care of the escape key instead of process input, and then it does this. If the action equals press, which is action is sent in from the callback function, and then the key that's sent in, key, scan code, mode, all that fun stuff. So the key is an array references an array that I added to the OpenGL, or more specifically, or less, or more generally, I should say, to the basic class. Okay, that was kind of funny. All right. Anyways, there's a bool array of bools, 1024 to be exact. I guess that's how many possibilities in Unicode that you could get back. So, anyways, um, so that happens, and the only other thing I think to look at is um, the process input, as far as input itself and processing that. So if you hit the A, W, D, or S keys, so the W, A, S, D are all taken care of, as well as left, right, up, and down. So I just took care of both combinations, or both possibilities. So you're controlling left and right, obviously with the X component, and then up and down, you're controlling the Y component. So, and then the main thing that we actually did is here in the points in it. Okay, so I decided still to have the random types, and then if there's, the only thing I changed was, you'll notice get X random 2, get Y random 2. Okay, so what I wanted to show was actually, excuse me, so instead of doing this and getting a random number from -1 to 1, which actually this portion of it generates a random number from 0 to 2, and then you subtract 1 and all of a sudden it goes from -1 to 1. So anyways, what I did was with this, we get a random number from 0 to 6, and you subtract 3, so you go -3 to 3. And then we generate 20 or 2000 points, and then what it does is this, basically. It's actually 3 by 3 screens, so we're right in the center screen. So if it was Brady Bunch, we're looking at Alice right here. And we can move with the A, with the S, with the D, with the W, with the right, left, up, and down. So we can basically move all around. And now all we have to do, see my cursor's still in here too. I didn't affect the first square, or the first point. So basically I can find these actual ground tiles within the sprite, and then I can start to make those a ground class, or make those like the ground, and instead of being randomly dispersed through these 3 by 3 screens, see, because we can actually go this way and then we'll eventually reach the edge. This way we'll actually reach both edges, and we reach them both at the same time. So this is the edge here where there's no more sprites, no more points. So this is obviously 3, and then this is above 3. And then this is the same down here on with y. I think it's -3, so this is lower than -3. And so you kind of get the point. And none of the points actually change location relative to the other points. So when I do their points, move, okay, so I changed the way that they move. The points no longer each have an individual dx. Instead of an array of dx's, now we just have a single dx and a single dy for all of them. And that is affecting them right here. So if you hit the A, left, D, or right, then it affects the dx. And then if you hit the W, up, the S, or the down, then it affects the dy. And the reason why we can just continually add here is because in our actual key callback, or wait, no, not there. It's in our actual process input that we take care of the plus and minus. So if you hit the left key, you're going positive. If you hit the right key, you're going negative. If you hit the up key, you're moving everything down. And if you hit the down key, you're moving everything up. So so I hope that makes sense to everybody. And as we look at once again at these, I'm going to try to come up with something interesting and fun to do with actually all of these sprites, all these neat little graphics and stuff. So we're going to work on some text. That's going to be next. I was going to work on a GUI, but I couldn't get it to work. I downloaded one. If you actually know how the GUI works, the one that I downloaded is where did it go? Did I delete it because it didn't work? It was called Nano GUI. And anyways, if you know a GUI or know how one would work, that would be great. But if not, I'm going to actually come up with one on my own, which is a lot more work and a lot more videos. But anyways, so thanks very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and tell your friends, and leave comments in the section below the video.